Hello all, welcome to the next session of our class Digital System Design. So in the last class we understood what is K-map and how to get a simplified equation for a given Boolean equation. Okay, let's take another example. So I will take f of a comma b comma c equals to summation of 0, 1, 3, 4, 5, 7. So this is the Boolean equation. Let's write the K-map for this equation. So since a 3 variables, we will get a 8 cell matrix, and this A, B, C. So A can take a 0 or 1, and the B can take a B and C can take a 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, and the 1, 0. Right? Okay. Now, so according to this equation, we have a 0, 1, 3, 4, 5, 7. That means the cells corresponding to the 0, 1, 3, 4, 5, 7 will have the logic 1, and the remaining cells will going to have the logic 0. So that means here 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. Now let's come to the grouping part. As I already said, we always look for the higher order. Okay, so by seeing this one, so these A6 cells are adjacent, but we are not able to group all these 6 because only the 2 to the power of cells can be grouped. So next higher order is what we can see, that one actually 4 cells we can group, right? Okay, so let's make this 4 cells to one group. Okay, next remaining are the 2 cells. As already said, we need to share the group cells actually and then make the 4 cells group actually. Now I will show that if you do only the 2 cells, we won't get any simplified equations. Okay, let's see that one actually. If you do only the 2 cells this separately, and let's get what is the equation. And let's make the one more time, let's make this all this one 1, 3, 5, 7, let's make a 4 cell group. Okay, and then let's see the expression. You will get to know that one. So by grouping the higher order, we will going to get a simplified equation. So just for the analysis purpose, I will going to make this 3 and 7 as a one group. It's a 2 cell group. So this is the group 1. So consisting cells 0, 1, 4, 5 cells will be included to form a group 1, and this is the group 2. We will frame it by the cells 3, 7. Let's write the mean term expressions. For the group 1, so that is what for group 1, so we need to look for the variables A, B, C. So A has made a transition, 0, 1 is there. If you take the entire group, so that means this variable or this literal won't be appearing in the expression. Okay. So next, if you look for the B and C, 0, 0, 0, 1 is there, and C had made a transition. So even this term will not become actually, so the remaining variable we are going to get will be the B bar, because B is 0, so we will get the expression for the G1 will be B bar. Okay, let's take the group 2. So if group 2, so again if you see the A variable, so 0, 1 is there, so 0, 1 is means actually the literal won't be appearing in the expression, and 1, 1 is there, so that corresponds to the and the B, C. So what will be the total expression? That is equals to B bar plus BC. This is the expression. Is that simplified? This is not a simplified one actually. Even further we can simplify. So we know that A plus A bar B equals to A plus B, right? So this means equals to this equation. A, B, complement is there. So this means this equation can be simplified further as a B bar plus C. Again, more further simplification is done. That means this is not the simplified equation. That's why we should not group these two separately. Instead of that one, let's make a higher order group. 4 cells we can group, right? So let's do the 4 cell group, and then you will see this expression by the 4 cell grouping. Okay, let's do that one actually. So instead of doing this group, I will make the 4 cell group. So this is our group 2, and group 2 is formed by the cells 1, 3, 5, 7. Then what is the expression for the G2? So look for the A, 0, 1, transition is there. So we won't take this variable, and see here 0, 1, 1, 1. So that means B variable as a changeover is there. B 0, 1 is there. So that means B literal won't be appear in the equation. So remaining is what the C. So when you combine, the SOP expression will be B bar plus C. This is what we got here actually. See, that means if you are not make a larger number of groups, even if it possible, we should make always the 4 cells group. If you are not done, that means we won't get a simplified equation. Okay, so this is what this equation will get earlier, but this is not a simplified one, further simplified actually. So that's why if you make a proper grouping, then only we will get a simplified equation. So that's why a proper grouping is very important actually. So that is what always we need to look for the higher order. So it's possible to make 8 cells. Let's do the 8 cells. Example, if these all the cells are here, means let's make the first one group, 8 cells one group. That is efficient, right? That is the efficient equation we're going to get. Okay, that is what the thing we need to understand. So let's understand that one. For 3 variables and 4 variables, okay. So how many literals will comes for the grouping? Individually, if you group how many literals will comes? Because if you go for the higher order, the literals will be less. That means if you are group A 4 cells, we got only 1 literal. But if you group A only 2 cells, we got 2 literals actually, right? So let's see that one actually for the 3 variable and a 4 variable. Let's consider a 3 variable. So 3 variable means we have 8 cells. So we'll consider an f of a comma b comma c. So that means a b c 0 1 0 0 0 1 1 1 and the 1 0. And the cell numbers are 0 1 2 3 4 5 and the 6 7. In the 3 variable function, if we group a 1 cell, so if we group a only 1 cell, okay, so the possible groups, let's discuss the first possible groups. So we can make a single cell group we can make, or we can make a 2 cell group we can make, right, or a 4 cells can be grouped in a 3 variable, and if assuming that one, if all the cells are 1 1, so that means we can make a 8 cells group can be made, right? So that what single cell group can be made, okay, only when we have this condition, only one is there here, we don't have all the other cells are 0 0 means, so we can make this only possible is what 1 cell group, assuming that one. Again here also is 1 means we can make these 2 cells can be grouped. So possibly 2 cells can be grouped in a 3 variable. That is depends on the expression. If the expression is having a 1 1 here, we can go for the 1 2 cell group. Okay. Similarly, we can have 4 cells can be grouped here, and the 8 cells can also be grouped in a 3 maximum. This is what we can do. So when we are grouping only 1 cell, actually in a 3 variable, we will get 3 variables will get. The literals in the mean term expression will be the 3 variable. In a mean term expression, in mean term expression, we will have 3 variables if you make only a single cell group. Okay, but when you make a 2 cells group, we will get 2 variables. And similarly, if you make a 4 cells group, okay, then we will get only the 1 variable we will get. Okay, and if you make all the cells are 8 cells, assuming that one, if you make all the cells are grouped in one group, then we don't have any literals actually, because all will be having a changeover is there. A changes over here there, and BC also having its own changeover, so the complete function will be equals to 1 here actually. Okay, in the case where all the logic 1. if the output of the function is completely all or 1 1 means the function will be 1 actually. We don't have any literals will be there. Keep in mind that one. So this indicates what? When we are going for the higher order of the cell, higher order of the grouping, so we'll get a less literal or a less variables. So that will going to give a simplified equation. That one. So you can see in the last example only. If you do the only 2 cells we have grouped, we got a 2 literals. B, C we got, right? But if we make a 4 cells group, we got only the C. So that is what. Always we go for the higher order of the cell. So that means in a possibility if you go to make a 4 cells group, it's possible to make a 4 cells group, do that one. Don't do that 2 cells individually, because if you make a 2 cells, you will get a 2 variables plus 2 variables, 4 variables will get. It is going to be a simplified expression. Instead of that one, make a 4 cells 1 cell, 4 cell 1 group. So that will going to give a only 1 variable. Okay. So that is what the importance of the grouping of an higher order cells first. Okay. Similarly, let's see for the 4 variables. How many possible group are there? How many literals will get if you group a in single cell or a 2 cell or a 4 cell or a 8 cell. Okay. For 4 variables, so assuming f of a comma b comma c comma d is there, so that means what? 4 rows, 4 columns will be there. And this AB, CD. So this is 0 0, 0 1, 1 0, 1 1, 0 0, 0 1, 1 1, sorry, yeah, 1 1, 1 0, 1 1, 1 0. Okay. So 0 1, 2 3, okay. See, so in a 4 variable, even here also we can make a single group. Single cell group is possible. So that is, we can make a 1 cell group, right? And the 2 cells group we can make, and again 3 cells, sorry, 4 cells group we can make. So we assume that if the once one K map is like this, we can make a, these 4 cells can be group. And even we can make the 8 cells group can also possible. Assuming that one, if you have the 1 1 over like this, all together we can make a 1 8 cell. Right? So that what. And even if the function is having a, all the cells are 1 1, so that means a 16 cells group is also possible in a 4 variable expression. But when you make a single cell group, so we will get a 4 literals will get. See, if this is the only group means what is the expression for this group actually? What is the mean term? A, B, 0, 0, C, D, 0, 0. That means A bar, B bar, C bar, D bar will get actually. So A bar, B bar, C bar, D bar, that means we will get a 4 variables will get. 4 literals. Okay. Again, if you make only the 2 cells, if we group it means we will get a 3 variable. If you make a 4 cells group, we will get a 2 variable. 2 variables will get. If you make a 8 cells group, we will get a 1 variable we will get. And if you 16 cells are grouped means 16 ones adjacents are grouped means then the function will be, the output function will be only 1. You don't have any literals will be there. So that means in a 4 cell, in a 4 variable K map, if you possible to group a 8 cells adjacents is there, let's group that one first. So that means if the 8 cells are adjacent each other, first we need to group these 8 cells because we will get only a 1 literal. So that means we will get a simplified expression we are going to get. A simplified will be there, that expression. Okay, instead of doing these 4 ones and this 4 1, we should not do, because we will get a 2 variable will be their expression. That means 4 literals will be there. Instead of that, only 1 literal can be simplified. Okay, so that is the advantages of a grouping in a higher order. Okay, so this is our with respect to the grouping. Okay, so hope you understood the how to group, okay, and why we need to group the higher order first, because we should get the simplified expression. Okay, let's take an example for this one so that we can able to understand in a better way. To understand the grouping in a better way, I have taken 2 more examples. Okay, let's group for these equations. But still we have not got the how to get the simplified expressions. We will going to be seen the later, because to get a simplified equations, okay, we need to understand the 2 more concepts, that is called as an prime implicants and the essential prime implicants. There are 2 things that we need to understand to make ourselves comfortable in a grouping. So different way of grouping. So I have taken these 2 examples. The first example is what? F of a comma b is equals to summation of 1 3 4. So let's write a K map for that equation. So 3 variable, so we will go have a 8 cells. So 0 1 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0, and the cell numbers are 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So that means 1 3 4 cells will have a logic 1 and the remaining cells will have a logic 0. So 1 3 4 will be the logic 1s and the remaining cells will be logic 0. Let's make the grouping. So if you see this one, okay, so I always in a 3 variable means always you need to look for the higher order. So it's 8 cells group. Can we make 8 cells group? No, because all the cells are not 1, so we are not able to make a 8 cell group. Can we make a 4 cell group? Again no, because we don't have a 4 ones are not adjacent here actually. Okay, so that means we are not able to make a 4 cells also. Now this comes to the 2 cells group. Yes, we can make a 2 cell group here. So these 2 are adjacent to each other, so we can make this one group, right? And this is the 4 variable, and this is for a 4 cell actually this is a 1 here, but this is not adjacent to any other actually here. See, this is not adjacent to the 1 and even this is not adjacent to 3 also. So that means we need to make a single group here actually. We don't have any options to group a higher order, means always you need to go for the lower order group. So that is what. Okay, so that means this is the group 1 G1. So by the terms 1 3, and this is the G2 and the variable corresponding to the 4. So let's write the mean time expression for this one. So F equals to, what is the mean time expression for the group 1? Let's see the A and A, B, C terminals, variables. Okay, A will be 0, that means A bar. Next on B, C. So if you see that one, actually B has made a changeover. There is a transition for the B. So that means we need to drop out the B literal. So the remaining literal is what, the C equals to 1. So that means A bar C. Next summation, because one more group is there. So then what is the expression for the G2? So G2 equals to, that is correspond to 1 0 0. That means A B bar C bar. And this is the simplified expression for this equation. Okay. Similarly, let's see for this one more example. So that is the pi. So here we have a pi. Assuming that one, again the output should be needed is the POS expression. If you want the output is what, the POS expression, that means we need to group a logic zeros. As I already said, we need to group a logic zeros. So let's see that one, how to group a logic zero. The grouping concept will be same for even the grouping the logic ones or a logic zero. We are going to group a logic ones to get an minimal SOP expression. We are going to group a logic 0 to get a minimal POS expression. That's it. Okay. So for this expression K map, again 3 variable. So 8 cells will be there. A, B, C, 0 1, 0 0, 0 1, 1 1, 1 0, 0 1, 2, 3. So then 157 cells will have a 0 and remaining cells will have a logic 1 according to this given expression. Okay. Now we need to write a POS expression. Okay, not SOP expression. Even we can write a POS expression also. That means grouping ones we can write a SOP expressions we can write by making a logic ones group. Because already we have done with the SOP expressions. Here let's do the grouping of a logic zeros to get an POS expression. Okay. So if you see this one, actually these two can be group ones. 1 5 cell, yes, and the 7 is there. Let's make this one single group. No, we should not do that one, because if you do that one, we'll get a more literals will be there in the equation. To avoid that one, so let's make the 5 7 0 one more group. Okay. So let's write the expression. Here we're going to write the POS expression. Keep in mind, POS expressions we are going to write because we are grouping the cell zeros. Okay. So this is the group 1 and this is the group 2. And the group 1 equation is what? See, A, B. So A, B, C we need to look out. If you look for the rows, A has made a transition, 0, 1 is there. So that means A won't be appear here. So next B, C, if you look here, 0, 1 is there. When you're writing the POS expression, 1 will be its complement. So that means this expression will be B plus C bar. Okay. Next, if you look for the group 2, so here A is equals to 1. So this means A bar will be there. Okay. And since we will going to write again some term plus, we need to look for the column wise for the B and C variables. C 0, 1, 1, 1. So that means actually here B has made a transition 0, 1. So B terminal won't be appear here. So the C will be there. Since C is equals to 1, we will get a C bar. And this is the simplified expression for the given equation. Let's understand the simplified equation. How to get a simplified equations? As I already said, we need to know the two terminologies and implicants, prime implicants and essential prime implicants. So let's understand what is that one, and let's see the how to get a simplified equation by using the K-map. Now let's see the how to get an minimal SOP and a POS expression. That means simplified POS or simplified SOP expression. Okay, to understand that one, how to get a simplified expression from the K-map, we need to understand the two terminologies or two concepts that is called as an prime implicants and the essential prime implicants. Okay, so here there are two words, prime implicants and the prime implicates. Okay, prime implicants corresponds to the when you are writing the SOP expression, that is mean terms. When you are writing the mean terms group we call as in a K-map mean terms group we call as an implicants. Okay, implicates means POS. When we are writing a max terms or grouping these zeros, right, the group of zeros we call as an prime implicates. Okay, when you are grouping the logic ones, that group will call as an prime implicants. Okay, keep in mind. Okay, so what is a prime implicant or a prime implicates? So prime implicants means all possible large group in a K-map is called as an prime implicants. So that means if you take an K-map assuming a 3 variable, so assuming these are our values 0 0. Now if you make this is the 2, we are going to make this 4 is one group and this 4 is one more group, and then this is called as an prime implicant 1 and this is the another prime implicant PI. Hope you can possible large groups. Okay, if you see again these two can be grouped, but we won't call this as a prime implicant actually. The possible large groups will call as usually prime implicants. Then what is an essential prime implicants? So essential prime implicants is a prime implicant PI, but in which one or more mean terms are unique. Okay, that means one or more mean terms will be unique will be there in that group. Okay, so how that one, see what is that meaning means actually it contains at least one mean term not contained in any other prime implicants. So that means, so let's consider an a 3 variable K map assuming we have a logic ones like this, remaining are 0. Okay. Now we have to group. So what are the possibles group? Yeah, these two can be group. Yes, and these two can be group. Yes, even these two can also be group. Right? Possible groups. Two cells can be group. Okay. Now see. So what is the essential prime implicant? So these individually these are the prime implicants. So the group. So of containing the cells, so we'll write the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and this is the group which is formed by these cells 2, 3, and which is this is the group which is formed by the group 2, I will call, and which is formed by the 5, 7, and again this is one more group, group 3, I will call this the group 1. Okay, and group 3 which is formed by the cells and 3, 7. Okay, now see what is the prime implicant? All possible large groups. See here, so this is the possible large group, right? Because here the only 2 cells group is a large cell actually. Okay, so this is an prime implicant, and again this is an prime implicant. Again, this is also a prime implicant. See, all possible groups are prime implicant. But in this, which we call as an essential prime implicants, means the prime implicants where which at least one mean term should not contain in any other prime implicants. See, that means actually here, what are the mean terms here which is included in the for the group 2? 5, 7, right? Here 2, 3, here 3, 7. If you see this one actually 5, 7, so this mean term or this one or a 5 which is not shared to the any other one. So at least one mean term not contained in any other prime implicants. So if you see other prime implicants does not contain the 5, even these two, right? If you see the variable, this is 2 having here actually, where 2 is won't be here actually, any other won't be there. But if you take this prime implicant, 3 and 7 are the mean terms. See, 3 is available here and the 7 is available here. So that means this is not an essential prime implicant. This is not an EPI, where these two are called as an EPI. I will repeat. In mean terms, it should be we call as an prime essential prime implicants means, so in that at least one mean term not contained in any other prime implicant. So that means, see, so this 5 and the 7 will be there, where 7 is will be there in this prime implicant, but one at least one is there. That is what given actually. So here 5, the 5 mean term, it is not involved in any other prime implicants. Similarly, if you look for the group 2, prime mean term 2 is not there in any other group 2 or group 3. Okay, but if you look the group 3, the mean terms 3 and 7 will be appear in the group 1 also and even appear in the group 2. So 3 is available in the group 1 and the 7 is available in the group 2. So this means actually group 3, that is the prime implicant, this prime implicant, it is not an essential prime implicant, and these two are the essential prime implicants. Why we are going to deal with this one means, okay, the simplified expression we should get means, even we can make a group like this. We have done a 2 cells group we have done, right? Okay, but when you are writing the equation, a simplified equation, by just writing the essential prime implicants will leads to a simplified equation. To get a simplified equation, all the essential prime implicants are combined so that we will get a simplified equation. But in that, keep in mind, we should not leave for the any mean terms. So let's understand that one by solving the problems. Okay.